I can't see you as scary. I'm sorry. Honey, look
Can't
cute.
post it.
All right, wait for me.
Yeah, there's like delay. And Hanilu, you can pull up live on YouTube to check out what people are saying to be part of engagement, but just make sure you turn the volume down so there's no
Okay.
echo.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
I'm
we
gonna
have to
the laptop right now because I'm on my phone.
be like the phone or whatever is the second advice has to be muted.
Okay.
Nat, we can't hear you on YouTube. Oh, wait, say something.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Where am I?
Hi.
I can't see us. 1 sec.
I'm going to go ahead and put it on Instagram with a direct link to this. Oh, shoot. How do I do this? Where's the link for this live chat? Oh my God, why is this so complicated? Oh, Stampy Pie there. Can you hear Stampy? How do I get this link?
Oh, God.
Okay, I
Oh,
see.
private. It's
Looking
not.
at the chat right now. Woohoo.
Okay, wait, this is private. How come this is private?
How come this is such an amateurish entrance? I thought you've done Zoom many times.
I have. And I never had issue that like why can't I now see it? Why is it private? Is it private?
No, it's
Edit.
not. You can see it. I can see it.
It says private. Wait, I've got to do something. And details.
Oops. Live.
I see you guys on my live.
Public. Okay.
Yeah, I see it too. Okay, you need to go to your channel and you need to click. Everybody's there. Barb. Hi, Barb. I can hear you and see you. Okay, they can hear and see us. So they're good. Gigi's here. Hey, Gigi. Oh, and Hanilu's in the chat too. How did you do that?
Oh, I can see you guys. So now, all right. Let me just get out. I can't find my.
Jennifer is there. Oh,
I'm so delayed on the live.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's delayed. I can't see us on my computer. Where am I? Jesus.
It
Sorry,
is really.
guys. Back to meeting. Okay.
Yeah.
Professional. I've got to calm down now.
Okay, ladies, pull yourselves together.
Breathe.
Infomercial moment. Today we have a bottle of very inexpensive, borderline cheap Chardonnay, which
And it's
carries
small.
migraines afterwards. Cheers, everybody who is with us today. I'm drinking for everybody's health. So cheers to everybody.
All right. So hello, everyone. Welcome to our Sexy Tarot Trio meeting. Me and Nat, we've met before, but now we invited Sexy Hanilu because her voice is just so inspirational. We love it. And Hanilu loves tarot, and she is my Carol Herzer crush, and then Natalia's tough crush. So yeah, she just gets both
Both of
camps. Yes. How is everyone doing? Mel is here, Barb is here, Maria is here, Tammy is here. Honey Lou is here. Wow. Jennifer is here. Gigi, super Barb. Hi, everyone. Hey, girls. So, Natalia,
yes.
cheers. Honey Lou. Whatever you cheering with, hello.
Chardonnay over ice. How much more treasure can we get?
Rosé with sparkling water.
I got Red Bull.
And Red Bull. So, we've got a lot of questions, which the special, amazing brain of Natalia has just like popped out. I can't with this woman, like with love. Her brain just works like AI, I thought, if you have a prompt and Natalia, I need sexy questions about tarot, Natalia will go,
Say more, say more, say more, say more. Get a little bit more vanity, say more.
yeah. No, really amazing. So we have fun questions and we would love you guys to join us in the chat if you have, your famous or your preferred answers to the questions. And Natalia, you are going to be providing us with the reference of the questions. Honey
Yes.
Lou and myself and Nat, we are just going to answer them one at a time so you guys can hear.
Yes, I'm very excited. This was so exciting, you all in the chat. You all, don't people in South say you all? Is it true? Is it Southern you all? Anyways, I was so excited to come up with these questions because I was thinking, how can we make it more fun? Last time, Kay and I, if you haven't seen that live, it was so much fun. We also had questions. So this time, my brain exploded a little bit more, and I hope everybody's going to enjoy it. So I will type up our question number 1 for today in the chat. By the way, just to FYI to everybody in the chat, we are drinking, 2 of us drinking, another one is, well, 2 of us imbibing, another one is drinking. And we are, we all curse like sailors occasionally. So if you have kids around, be warned, you've been forewarned. Okay, question number 1 for you ladies. Your most pornographic / sexy tarot deck.
Tasha, go first.
All right, I'm going to be so boring. I thought about it, and of course I could have gotten like Abyssal Tarot comes to mind and some other decks, but I'm sorry. Ongoing fucking orgasms with Carol Herzer's glitter decks. Like,
I thought the same thing.
I mean ongoing, okay? So right now I'm like really, I'm like crazy, okay? My husband just looks at me like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Because I just sit in the car, he's driving, and I'm like watching each card and like turning it, oh, it sparkles like this way. When sun comes here, I can see opalescent. And yeah, he's just looking at me like, what's wrong with you? Like all the fucking time. So Carol Herzer, glitter decks, here I come, ongoing orgasm. That's me right now. Thank you.
I am right there with your husband. I don't get those decks personally. I can see your bedroom right now. Tomek is out of the bedroom, and the side of the bed where Tomek usually lies are covered. How many, Carol, of those vibrators you have by now? Let's call them vibrators. I think that's what they're. How many of them do you have by now? How many sex?
Let's speak glitter. I have I have maybe 5 or 6 glitter now.
But
thanks to Victoria, who is in the chat, and she just said, I didn't know about this happening. How come? Like, I told you. Victoria, I told you. So, yeah. You know what you said, Natalia, about Tomek and Dex? Melanie said the same. She said she saw this photo from the lake when Tomek is in the background, but in the foreground, I'm sitting there with like Carol Herzer decks, and Melanie said like, oh, Tomek is older, all manly and sexy, but now number 1 is glitter deck by Carol. So
you're crazy. Okay. I'm gonna say you're crazy. Enjoy your vibrators, your sexy toys.
Thank you.
Okay, so Hanilu, your most pornographic sexy deck. And I hope it's not your deck. I hope both of you are
actually,
masturbating to the same thing.
No, that came to my mind actually, but I was thinking, and so Heavenly Blooms tarot deck was one of them, but then I thought of a better one, and then so I picked the Telesma tarot.
Oh, I would prefer to know about the fucking Heavenly Blooms. What's sexy about that deck?
It's more of like they're like sexy with clothes on, so they're like very, I like that. So it's like very, it's kind of like the body language and stuff, but this one feels like a strip club to me, and it's very fiery and very passionate, and yeah, it reminds me of like going to Vegas in a way.
The
strip clubs. Yeah, but I'm pretty boring, but this one reads really well too, so yeah, that's it.
Actually, I can see the deck as being very sexy because there's so much happening there. And if you're thinking about the deck as either a sex toy, your decks, or if you're thinking about decks as like a person that turns us on, right? We want that excitement. So I totally get that.
Yep.
Go you, Nat.
Oof. Okay. So Tempe said in the chat, I'm another tarot for her. And technically speaking, when I created this question, this is also what came to mind to me, because this is like, it's not even, if you've never seen it, it's not even porn. It's like, oh my, it's BDSM, it's everything. This deck is bad. But then I thought a little bit more and I thought about, well, what's pornographic and sexy for me? Because for me, bodies and physicality is not my number one turn on. And my biggest turn on is brains.
Dirty talk.
What?
Dirty talk.
Well, if I could marry professor, my dream was to marry professor. I kind of ended up marrying professor because David is like a professor. So my most pornographic sexy deck is the most brainy deck that I have in my collection, which is Tarot of the Holy Light. And I also have it in black and white version in case if my sexy toy wants to really strip down. But this is to me like the most sexy pornographic deck because it excites me. And anytime in my past history, anytime I was attracted to men, it was always because of their intellect. That's my number one turn on, brains. So this is like brains on mega everything. So yeah, so this is my sex toy right here.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm gelling with this one. Jennifer says, if you began with this question, where is this life heading? Just stay, hang out, hang in there. You will get there, Jennifer, with us. So what's with you guys? Mary L.
I was thinking Mary L too.
Eros in the Garden of Love. I don't know this one.
Goddess of Love?
Eros in the Garden of Love. Is this a deck?
I don't know the deck. I don't know the deck. I never heard of it.
Is this a deck, Tammy, or is it just your poetic? What do you find sexy? That's funny. All right, so we have this, right? But I added I prepared for the live.
And you forgot to look at it?
Yeah, I fucking forgot about it. But I looked here and I'm like, production-wise, I think pornographic and sexy is really circle of doors because it's just perfection in holding and this gold and the black and white and it's kind of juicy. And Uzi decks are really fucking sexy too. And then feeling-wise, when you wanted like textile experience, what would that be? Do you have that one that just for touching, like cardstock-wise?
Just for touching?
Yeah, like what you like touching, you know, like for me it would be tough, yeah.
Because this is vintage and it's so, and it stinks like, you know, when you walk to a house of 90-year-old people and you open their closet and it has this particular smell, right? What is that smell, by the way? Why, when we get older, we have this smell following us? It smells like this. This is 90-year-old.
And that's sexy?
Yes. Or brain-wise, yes.
All right. Brain-wise. Definitely brain-wise. What do you like, Honey Lou?
I really love the Cartogram Noble one. This one has the best cardstock ever, but I do love my Thoth cardstock, and I'm a big old cardstock fan. I'm a cardstock snob.
I don't have any of the Cartograms decks, but everybody's like, I love this one, this Magical Nature Tarot. I think maybe it's similar. It's this plant-based.
It feels pretty close. That one does actually, but this one has like a little more weight to it because it's. But that one's pretty close, actually. Yeah.
Oh, fucking love it. Spolia also. I don't know if you have like Spolia's paper shuffles nice, like this, like.
You ever want to give me your spoiler, Kathy?
Well, you know, who knows? I haven't used it that much, but whenever I've looked at it, you know, and I'm thinking, okay, I'm not using it. Do I want to like give it to Natalia, sell it, would do anything? And Spolia goes, and I'm going like, oh, this card is so nice. I still can't get rid of decks yet, but you definitely first on the fucking list. before even me selling it for whatever. Honey, do you remember when I sold Lightseer's tarot and you were like, it's sold recently for this and this. And when I sold it, that's how I could have gotten Carol Herzer's glitter deck, because otherwise I wouldn't have money to buy buy it.
You know what the story is? So when you told me that you wanted to sell the Lightseer's tarot, I really wanted that deck. But I was already saving up for the green magic that you have now. And so it probably would have worked out if I was like, oh, I'll buy that, because I was saving up for the green magic. And I was like, oh man, I can't get the Lightseer. It's just not my time.
Oh my God, we could have just like I can't just believe it, because when I saw this one and I was meant to order in a, sorry guys, this is a digression of the orgasmic Honey Lou, I thought like, fuck, I love this deck. Maybe I should buy this one and then save again to order in a true, because this one is ready and I love it. And it just like I mentioned it recently, is perfect for me because it's just enough amount of color and enough amount of quietude. Like, it has this like good balance with this. But then I'm like, oh no, somebody fucking bought it. Who bought it? Like, I don't know who bought it. Like, of course you bought it. It was so funny. That was a cute story. Sexy tarot. Mel, depends who is reading it.
Yeah.
Another angle. Yeah. Oh, Gigi says Minchiate al signo. Oh, I don't know which one it is. Marco Benedetti's decks. Yeah, they good. Tough. All right. Pussy. Yep.
I do love Thoth.
Yeah.
Older ones, the vintage ones do feel really good.
I even like the greeny, to be honest, because it's so heavy. Yeah. Like it has this heavy, cool.
I'm getting turned on right now. Honestly, it's like.
I wish they still made that cardstock, or I wish there was more decks that had that cardstock,
Yeah. To be honest, the new Carol Herzer stock shuffles well too. It's a bit like laminated for making it to the top thing, but like the heavy paper is nice. I like it. All right, Nat, second question.
Question number 2. Everybody in the chat, I'm going to put it in the chat too.
Hi, Rachel.
Deck you are embarrassed to admit you use.
I'm really embarrassed. Honey Lou, you go first.
Okay, so this one is anything from Doreen Virtue kind of is embarrassing for me. This one's the Angel's Answers, yes or no. I think this one's, I don't know, it's just kind of like really cheesy, and like those decks that are like all based on love, or like the twin flame ones. I used to have one because it came like in a set, but I always thought those ones were kind of cheesy to use. I don't know why.
My God.
But this one is like the big happy changes, the yes, the no, improving health. But this one this was like one of my first decks I've got too. It was my first oracle, one of my first oracles. And so I kept it for nostalgia reasons. But if I do want like a yes or no question, I will use this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If I had the deck, Hanilu, I would be embarrassed to admit I used it too, because it is so, you too. It is so fucking cheesy. I think Kasia, yours is less cheesy, but this one, Hanilu, I mean, it's so new agey, the way they portray angels. I just look at Hanilu smiling. She's like, I know.
But to be honest, I totally get you, Hanilu, because I had the best experience with Doreen Virtue's Oracle decks. Like once on the plane, I was flying from Australia to Poland, and I sat on the plane, and next to me sits this woman, and she's fucking boiling her eyes, like crying, but like, and I'm just sitting there like, shit, like, like I didn't want to interrupt her, but then I'm thinking after a while, a couple of minutes go by, and I'm thinking, hey, like, are you okay? Like, can I help you anyway? And I said, I have this Oracle deck. And I had Doreen Virtue's, like, I don't know, it was also my first deck, like a different one to yours, some other one, I can't remember anymore. And she pulled a card, and she was like, oh my God. And then she told me all this story, and like it helped her, like it jumped her out of this like misery. But yeah, I was like, oh. And then she took my number. She called me like in Poland from somewhere to give her reading. It was really funny.
I'm laughing because it's so you to be on a plane or whatnot and just say, I happen to have this oracle deck. No, wait a second. Tomak, get my tarot back. I have 5 tarot decks. Which one do you want me to do reading from?
Totally. Always a deck in my bag. Always. I don't think I ever like go anywhere without a deck.
I actually don't carry any decks with me ever. I go everywhere without a deck, but I always have a book.
Yeah. Tarot is my book. Or Doreen Virtue.
My
So
turn.
yeah, no comment here. I'm like, yeah, embarrassed.
Can you guess what's in the box? Which one I'm embarrassed? Embarrassed to declare.
Rider Waite fucking Smith.
Right away.
You bitches.
Oh,
We know you.
funny. We know you so well. it's our
Look at it,
senses.
right? I'm just gonna cover my face in shame. I think I just let my YouTubers down. They're like, unsubscribe, 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 unsubscribe. Okay, I gotta make a spiel that's gonna justify the shame. Okay, the reason why, actually I started off with this deck, I think everybody knows, but the reason why is because I read Pamela's background, and when I learned her theatrical background and her like experience and exposure to theater and stage, I started to see it as theater and as a stage play, and that changed things for me. It's still not my favorite. People, everybody relax. Keep your pants on. I'm not gonna do videos about loving this. I still think for me it's a lazy deck in terms of illustration. Not that Pamela was lazy illustrating it. It's too suggestible of only one particular aspect. That's just me. Again, me. Don't kill the messenger. But yeah, I'm embarrassed to. I'm embarrassed to.
Some could argue how is top not suggestible.
It's like you come to my house, you'd never know. You're like, wow, you really don't have a single Rider Waite Smith. That's right, I don't.
You hid it well. What's in the box? Well, people are sharing that Melanie says that she's the same. Ashamed to use Rider Waite Smith, I assume. Victoria said that she still has Doreen Virtue as well, and that you don't get rid of the loved ones just because times change. Yep. But shame on you, Nat, in general. All right. Oh, no, that's the third question. Sorry, I thought I forgot something from my list again, but no. Next question, please.
Question number 3 doesn't require us to show tarot, but this is a good general question. What is your pet peeve when it comes to tarot?
Nat, you go first now.
You want me to go first?
No, Natalia.
Okay, Natalia, go.
Okay, so I actually wrote it down. I actually thought about it quite a bit because I'm very opinionated, as we know.
That's okay.
I'm very outspoken, and my opinions stink to a lot of people, but they smell like roses to a lot of people too. But this is what I thought, and I've been prone to make and continue to make this mistake. It's ignorance that's masqueraded as certainty. Especially the 2 examples that come to mind is this is evil because Alister Crowley was evil, so it's an evil deck. That's totally ignorant. Or this and this are 2 completely different systems or 2 completely different decks. Drives me nuts when people are like, I am afraid to branch out Zos. It's such a completely different territory. How do you read Zos versus Rider Waite Smith? They are almost identical, except for very minor changes. So these are my pet peeve is ignorance. And again, I think we're all fall prey to that and still do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much some of my pet peeves too. Also, just like I feel like I'm a cardstock snob a little bit. But art doesn't really bother me because I have I'm open-minded to there's different kind of art styles, but so that's fine, different art styles because everybody has different brains. Right now, actually, I'm kind of not digging the black borders for some reason.
You are not?
Right now, I'm not. I'm not really digging black borders on decks. I kind of get annoyed when people say there's no predictive readings. You can't do predictive readings with tarot because I feel like you can if you train yourself and the cards to do that. And I feel like they are very predictive. Also like gatekeeping, rules, stuff like that. That's it.
Those are awesome ones. I agree with all of those. I think you can, first of all, we are predicting with tarot. The minute you ask question, even if it's a psychological one, you're still even predicting your psychology or your state of mind. You're still predicting. So when people say tarot is not psychological to me or it's not predictive, to me, it's inevitable. It is both psychological and predictive, and most oftentimes both at the same time.
Yeah, I totally agree too. I was so like, I'm nearly embarrassed with my answer. My answer will be very short and it's not deep. I just wrote cats and dogs only decks. I fucking hate them. Like, why would you do that? I can understand animal decks, but like all the cats as people or like all the dogs as people, I'm sorry to everybody who creates those, but don't ask me to do a review of those ones.
And I just send you a package that has Grimalkin's cat tarot.
You?
All cats, Kasia, all cats. For you, honey bunny, all pussycats.
I send it back to you with some Rider-Waite-Smith renditions you will definitely love.
I'm kidding. I didn't send you a deck, but
I
I'm
know.
sure you hate all cat deck and all dog. What's the deal? You have a dog.
I know, and still, pet peeve. I'm curious what
That's a
people.
good one. I just haven't found like a really good pet like tarot yet. I do like cats. I would actually prefer to get a cat tarot over a dog tarot because I think cats are a lot prettier in a way. But yeah.
There's some like Marseille cats. Oh, there's cats.
Little Scarabeo had like a really cute cat one. I think it was like a cat Rider-Waite-Smith version, and they had like a Marseille one, but I think I liked that Rider-Waite cat one.
Yeah, that's to me, it's like a total like no, I don't know. I maybe it changes at some point, but like right now, like for years now, I'm just looking at it going like, seriously? Why would you do that? Short answer. I don't know. Gigi said she was just gonna say Grimalkin.
See, you see, I'm not the only one. I am not the only one. Okay, moving on. Question number 4. We have, by the way, we have 12 questions in case if people are interested in the chat. And number 4 is, you are that. We are all that. You're clutching, which deck are you clutching in your skeleton hands? Ooh.
Couldn't with this. Who's starting? Oh, Honey Lulu looks ready. Go.
Yes, go.
You like it? I'm clutching.
Okay, so when I was thinking of this answer, my thought process was like, I wouldn't be clutching one deck. I would probably be clutching a bag.
No.
Oh, you even bet me. I thought like I wouldn't be clutching one. I have 2 hands. I would be clutching 2. And
yes, right? Yeah, so I would have just took a bag and then I would have just died. But anyways, so I would be taking the Rider-Waite-Smith. I would be taking one of my Thoth decks. Wait, let me show you which one.
Fucking.
So I'd be taking this one. It's like a really pretty greeny one, greeny. And then I would be taking the Carol Herzer.
Oh.
And then I would be taking this one. And then I would be taking this one.
One hand, and you're in the coffin.
Okay, so if it was actual like one hand, it would be my Thoth. This is my number 1. But I do like variety, so.
You're that. You can't have variety.
I would be taking it with me to heaven.
It's like fucked up well. Natalia, you?
Okay, first of all, you are like rule breaker. And I like that. That's a rebel. I was actually good. I was like, oh, only one deck. Okay. And then I know everybody thinks I'm going to say this, but I'm not going to take this with me.
Wow.
Shocked.
Sorry. You know why? I just thought about it. I'll clutch. I'll show you which one I'll clutch, and I'll put this one into David's hands.
Oh, yeah.
So
They
up
just
there,
mine.
I'm like, now give me what I gave you. So my husband will be clutching this, and I will be clutching. This was not easy, but I thought if I'm up there and I have one deck up there to mess around with, I want this. Marielle.
Wow.
Right? It's so human, it's so storytelling, it's so beautiful. It is both Zos and Right Away Streets and Marseille, everything, right? And it's just like you want to be up there telling stories. This is beautiful, but it's still Pippish deck. But this, so I'm clutching this. But let me not fool you, people. My husband is holding this. So technically, unless I'm gonna die before him, then I gotta wait and stick around with this until he shows up. So that's gonna be my answer. But let's see what people say. You're cheating, Hanilu. Yes, she is, Maria. She's definitely cheating. She's gonna get points taken down later on. Gigi said she loved that you actually prepared the back. I know. Hanilu was like, surprise, ladies. Boom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Traveling prepared. And then Tempe said, is that misprint, Greeny Hanilu? Is that a misprint?
No, it's both of my greenies. So I have like my greeny one, and then I have like my backup greeny.
Yeah, nice. Kay, your turn.
I'm like, I can't decide. I thought like, first of all, I have two hands. So in my mood right now, I would probably take whatever one of Carol Herzer's. So I'm a bit boring these days. But maybe I was thinking Tarot
Which one?
Ozark. You know the Tarot Ozarks, Tarot de Marseille? Or maybe this like, I would take Tarot de Marseille would be another one. I just don't know which one. Maybe this amazing double, the handmade by Sheet Retrieval, what is this? Sullivan Hisman, Tarot Sheet Retrieval. Maybe I would take this one, but I don't know. I would take Tarot Ozarks probably.
I think when you die, you would want your whole skeleton to like embrace your tarot shelf.
Yeah, I hate those questions. Like I'd be probably Honey Lou with the bag, or like I don't know if I've ever answered a question just one deck only, the one you can, I don't know if I ever in my life answered just with one. I can't. And that's why, just to like do it psychological, you know how for some people, when you have a lot of decks, that can so overwhelm you that you actually don't want to work with tarot. You just go like, I want to get rid of half of my collection, and then people just kind of start breathing and they having fun with decks. My brain works opposite. Like I'm totally okay with large collection because I noticed I change decks so quickly. And maybe because I read for people as well, I'm just like love shifting decks. So my decks are never like, I don't know, I just love using different decks. My brain gets excited when I have a lot of decks to choose from. And picking one is impossible. I don't have one favorite. No fucking way ever. So dying would just have to wait.
That's what a beautiful, beautiful justification of why you struggle with letting go of things and attachment, and taking all of this consumerism up with you up there.
I will take.
I mean, you just went on this long spiel. I mean, just pick one. It's not that hard. You're like, I don't know. What if I have to do a tarot reading up there to famous figure? And what is he gonna want an old cat deck? I gotta have my old cat deck with me.
At the deck. Yep, I'm going to take my consumerism up with me into the fucking coffin with my however many decks I have, because I never counted.
It's better be a big coffin. And I think Tomok is going to be covered with some decks too. And I think your dog is going to be another coffin covered with decks too. Yeah, I can see that.
Gigi, oh my God, Kasia, show us your 10 decks. Yeah, that will take forever. I prefer giving my favorite to my best friend. I cannot use it anymore when I'm dead. Oh, Maria, that's noble. Ritual Tarot. Oh, Deviant Moon. What else do we have? Oh, Silver Crown Tarot says that this deck hasn't been released yet, but the Grateful Dead Tarot. I don't even know how that looks, but it would fit the coffin story well.
I'm typing the next question already. Are you ready for next one?
Yes. Yep. I'm just sad I can never decide for one deck. I wish
it makes me sad too.
Let's be sad together, Honey Lou.
I think it's cool that you like to use a lot of decks and you have a library of decks.
Don't believe her. Don't believe her, Honey Lou. She's never using spoiler. She's sending that to me. There's a lot of stuff she's not using that she'll be sending to me.
I might not. We'll see. Did you type next question?
Yes, I just posted next question. So the next question is, you can only take 75 out of 78 cards with you to heaven. Which 3 cards will you leave behind and why? Was this hard, by the way? Was this hard for you guys? This was like, I immediately knew which cards I can just get rid of.
Yeah, it wasn't very hard for me, but I want to find the card, so give me one sec. Whoever, you have it not, so you can go, Honey Lou.
So mine felt like it was kind of like surface level because I was like, okay, well, I would take my Thoth deck and I would probably take the decks are the cards that I don't like the most. But they're not really surface level because they don't really give me any feels when I look at those cards, you know? But the one of them would be the Ten of Swords. I'm not a big fan of the Ten of Swords and the Thoth. And I could just use the Nine of Swords for like, you know, for that. Court cards, I could just use the King of Coins or Disc instead of the Knight. I just don't like this card at all. And then probably no. Okay, I gotta find another one. Maybe I would take the majors. The majors would be very important, I feel, to have at least. And then the court cards sometimes are not that important, but I do like to use them as like archetypal. And I guess I'll just pick the Seven of Swords.
Oof. That one, yeah, the futility card. Interesting. I'm surprised there's actually cards in those decks that you don't like.
There's only like 3 or maybe 2.
Why Seven of Swords, would you think? Do you know why?
Well, it's just a card that, I don't know, I really like that card. I feel like I had a different card that I was picking. Well, okay, so you know how like the completion is 10, so I was thinking 9 of Swords would be fine. And then it definitely had to be a major or like, you know, the minor arcana for me. The Seven of Swords, I guess I could use the Five of Swords to, you know, I feel like those are kind of close in some way, you know, of some kind of conflict. Yeah.
You know, which ones I would just get rid of? In fact, I would go extra and remove 4 cards. 4 cards. And it's exactly what Paper Moon said. I don't know the person's name, the Paper Moon, their handle. I could get rid of all the fucking pages. All the pages are boring as hell. They're not moving. They're standing still. At least knights are on a move. Pages are just, you know what? I can flaccid energy. All of pages can go. And I'm just going to throw extra 1 out there. So instead of 3, all 4 are gone. That's a page. The rest of the deck can stay.
Okay. Well, are you ready, Nat? That's it, yes?
What's your answer?
My answer, 4 of Cups, good fucking buy.
Oh,
I just
come on.
cannot with
You're
this.
apathetic in heaven, and you don't have a card that's going to show you feeling apathetic.
Oh God, maybe I can take like I don't know. There's always something that they're not going to show. This one is just like, to me, it's like, dude, like, oh, just please. So no, not this one. It's like apathetic, ungrateful, and fucking like doesn't see anything that's happening, like so bloody focused, not interested. This one is just because it's my nemesis card, and this is my issue that I'm working with a lot in my life in general. So 5 of coins can go as well. And then I thought about 7 of swords, but mostly because it always annoys the shit out of me. I know in TOEFL, what's the futility? What's the keyword in TOEFL? Futility.
Yeah, it is like when the way I see it is you can still shift and change the situation, but right now your mind is so preoccupied feeling that this gloom and doom and done, right? And you're not seeing clarity, so it's futility.
Yeah, with this one, I always thought like, intelligent action. You don't have to always go full force into whatever situation, acting intelligently. But however the card gets depicted in many renditions of Rider-Waite-Smith, it just shits me. The thief card, it's just like boring. So I don't know. And then I not really liking the Knight of Swords. I don't think I like when people go like so fanatically forward. Like, I would probably just escape, run away, let them pass. I'm not interested in your opinion very much somehow. So yeah, these 4 can go. I like them, but yeah, these ones were kind of like whatever.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm the only one who getting rid of the partial court system completely, right? You two will just mess up the deck drastically. 10 of swords, 7 of swords. Knight of discs. You two are like personalizing. Well, I guess I personalized too. So fair, all fair.
Tammy would go 2, 3 of wands. Oh, I love 3 of wands. And 4 of cups. Yeah. The princesses, Gigi, 3 of swords, 9 of swords, 5 of cups. I love those. 4 of cups for Barb too.
I like Natalia's answer for the pages. I think that would be a good one to remove because even like the playing cards have. So like the playing cards, how they have the 3 courts. Is it supposed to be the knight as the jack, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
I'm not sure, but in this conversation, they knights because we have no pages.
But the courts
they're gone. Oops.
The courts definitely gone.
Yeah.
They disappeared in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, somewhere deep down in middle of Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan, you got it, sister.
I forgot where I'm from. Okay, so
the next question is actually a lot of my favorite question to ask. Like when I came up with this question, I was like, it got my brain going thinking about this. So for everybody in the chat, here's your next question. I'm posting it. Question 6. You are asked to do a tarot reading for Crowley himself. Imagine he's alive. Which deck do you use?
Rider-Waite-Smith to piss him off.
I thought about it, but no. Okay, you Rider-Waite-Smith. Okay, tell me why.
No, just to piss him off because it's just a funny story. Like him and Arthur White, not greatest of friends. But that was also my kind of like a joking answer. But then I have another deck, so you go first.
Me?
Or should I finish because I thought Rider-Waite-Smith just for fun, but I think he would like Julie Kuchia's Squad's decks because he was so into Egypt as well and all this Egyptian type of, so like either her Mad Tarot or her journey into Egypt, or why is it so dark? Come on.
It's not dark. It doesn't look dark.
Yeah. This is the Real Sky Astrology Tarot, but I don't know. I just thought he would maybe appreciate the Egyptian twist in it. I thought of some other ones like Mare Tarot. Oh, look, we did a tarot. Or Abyssal Tarot if we wanted to tickle his fancy.
I thought about Abyssal too, because I thought about, Crowley. I thought I want to really either piss him off or bring something in him, right? And so but then I thought, oh my God, that Bissell Taylor, she's gonna lead for him and I fucking, that's not good. He'll be like, oh, look at this Shabari art in this deck. I can tie you just the same way.
All the pictures were taken underwater, Crowley. Listen.
Exactly. But I thought the same. I thought first Rider-Waite Smith too. But, I don't know. I think Rider-Waite Smith, he'd be a little bit maybe like, But the one that I thought about, I hope it will surprise everybody. And I hope it will surprise you too. This is what I will do. I'll come to Crowley. I already thought about it. All dressed up, like in some kind of fancier gown than the one I'm wearing, red lips plastered, shitload of perfume, trying to seduce. Remember, what turns me on is brains. So I'm approaching this big, and then I'll present him this, and I'll say, strike a match. Alister, Ollie.
Ali, no.
Ollie, man, tarot. Do you know this tarot deck? This is 100.
Use your sexy voice. Let's hear it.
Ollie, here's the matches. Originally comes with 137, Ollie. And then I added expansion packs, Honey Bunny. And now we're up to 196. Playful cards. Ollie, Honey Bunny. Pick a card. Pick 2 cards. I think, first of all, he'll be like, what the fuck? Okay, you missed it. You missed it. Honey Bunny. Oh, Ollie. Oh, I can't even do sexy face right now. But I can see Crowley with everything I put into the stack going, what have you all been doing down there on human planet Earth and why? You obviously all need my spirit to come back and put you all in proper place. So I think the stack will do 2 things. 3 things. One, I think he'll be like, oh, I'm so picking a card. Did he have an accent, by the way? He did have an accent, right? I bet this is what he would say.
British accent, darling.
I bet this is he would say. Why don't you pick the cards for me? And then I'll say, Ollie, I'll just put them on my naked body the way they serve sushi in US. David is listening next door and he's probably thinking, what kind of chat is she on? And didn't I see her take a small bottle of Chardonnay, not a large one? So I think 1, he would be like amused. 2, annoyed. 3, I think his brain is going to get invigorated because it's 196 cards from all tarot decks, all diverse and different. I think he'll get the playfulness and the oracle potential of this. And I think we'll have wild sex with cards everywhere.
Show me a couple of cards. Are they like coherent or is it like totally different styles of?
No, this is, so for those who don't know, this is actually 196 if you're buying the expansion pack. It's all cards from different tarot decks. It's not created to be incohesive. It's just cards taken from, yeah.
Okay, I get it. I remember now. Okay.
I love it. I think that Crowley would, oh God, I think he'll be like, hey, come back. Actually, I want to have sex with Crowley. Somehow that grosses me out. I don't know why. Yeah. But I'll flirt with Crowley. How about that?
But Gigi said that she would pick his deck because he didn't live to see it. That's so true. Like he didn't live to see the release of the cards themselves. Like he saw it.
Yeah,
obviously.
but I think that to me, that would be, I don't know, it's like tailoring to his ego, And then he'll be sitting saying like, oh, but this
what?
could be redrawn and could be.
He loved being tailored to his ego his whole life. It wouldn't be a surprise.
That's what my answer would be. I would pick the Thoth, very basic. But I think there'd be like a really cool like learning opportunity to read for him, but also be like, probably get more stories out of each of these cards, and it would be a lot of fun, I think.
So you'd ask him like, why did you write so little about your card, like the minors in your book or whatever? What about Four of Cups?
Give him a reading and hope that he would probably like explain more about the cards or like, tell stories about each of the cards. I think that would be really cool.
Oh my God. Melanie wrote, the fossil is in for a treat later. If those who don't know, my nickname for my husband is Fossil because he's 17 years older and he ages like amazing. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like,
What's wrong with him?
what's happening here? You're fossilizing beautifully. I think it's interesting, Hanilu, how you would want it to be like a teachable opportunity with Crowley and just see him appraise your terror skill set.
Mm-hmm.
He'd love that. He'd definitely want to have sex with you, mate. I teach you, Honey Lou. Come. Show me your greenie. That's wrong. Who picked these colors?
I love it. I've been having so much fun with this. I'm going to do a video maybe today on this. It's just, I have so much to say about this deck.
Sometimes your taste just surprises me, Nat, but...
Well, you know what? I'm full of surprises. Aren't you happy? You'd be so bored if I never changed. If I never changed, you'd be so fucking bored. You'd
Yeah,
watch
if you were just showing
break
off,
up.
for example. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Do we have
What are
anything
people
else?
saying?
Lennon,
I like
hi, Lennon.
Lennon. He
Lennon is
would
funny.
probably tell us we're reading it wrong.
Exactly. Yeah, I can totally see it. Like, wrong, Honey Lou. Wrong. That's wrong. The colors are wrong. You say it wrong. That's just totally... Who told you?
I'm typing, oh my God, typing in, I'm not even boss. I'm typing in the next question because the next one is actually was not so easy for me to pick a deck for. Thank you, Tempe. So let's see. The number 7 question is, which deck in your collection is a psychopath killer?
And you meant like something that it's really like totally honest and brutally honest, or like what did you mean? Because I that's how I went with it, like a brutally honest deck.
Well, it's okay. So show us which one you see is like, sounds like for you psychopaths, you equated it with like mentally killing. That's fine. And whatever Hanilu, mine actually, I think like, oh, okay. So well, since you showed, tell us why. Why is this your Dexter number 1?
I didn't
Because
expect
this one is kind of creepy and it's like in water, so it reminds me of like people getting murdered in the water and drowning. And like, you know, this one's really creepy. It's definitely a mental fuck, but it's also very interesting.
Oof.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oof.
Like some of these people, let me see. But this one, there's like a dead thing in there, like a dead lamb.
I'm getting a vibe, Hanilu, of like American Horror Story, Circus.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes, it definitely has that feel.
Oof. Well, it's creepy. I guess that's what you equate as
I love
psychopath.
this deck. I love this deck.
I love it
It
too,
is
but
creepy. It is creepy.
creepy.
Actually, you will never look at this deck the same.
Oh, I so will. I love it. It is creepy, but it's such a cool deck. And the book to this deck, do you have the book, companion book, Honey Lou?
No, I don't. How is it? Do you think I should buy it?
It's really good. I think you should buy
Okay.
it. It actually makes the deck even more interesting, and it actually deepens the connection. I love this book. It's good.
I will get the book then.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of people who agree with Hanilu that it's creepy, and I'm shocked what people are putting for their psychopath deck.
It's like a creepy, good creepy.
Yeah, like but a lot of people agree with you. Primordial Dreams Tarot from Tempe. I did think about actually using Primordial Tarot because it's so instinctual. There's literally killing in there. Like you kill instinctually just to eat. So I thought about it too. Celia Conway Shimmering Whale as a psychopath tarot. Ooh, I wonder why.
Petra. Yeah, interesting. So I'm curious, like how people understand it. So because I'm not a native speaker, so you understood it like via art that it looks psychopathic, or
Yeah, like it kind of like triggers those feelings. And then also like another one I was thinking of something creepy, I guess, something that was kind of creepy, you kind of fear it. Was the Tapestry Tarot. That one's kind of creepy.
yeah, it is. The face is a bit like, yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
because how I understood it was like brutally honest. That's like, behaves kind of like a psychopath because it just tells you like no emotion, no empathy, just like woo. And you use these decks like really, I use these decks very kind of like when I ask the question, I take the fucking answer seriously, okay? So it's like not, oh, so let me check another card or something. It's like one card or two, like that's it, thank you, fucking think about it. Or so for me, is this, Natalia, how do we say it? Choira magician? Josephine's.
Oh, yeah. Do you have it? Can you pull it out?
Yeah.
That I thought about that too. But I thought about psychopath deck differently. I mean, I literally thought about which deck looks like they're fucking killers.
I
Like
just
which one
kicked.
looks like
I just kicked it.
that is another psychopath deck, yes.
Those are kind of creepy. I agree with the Doreen Virtues. A lot of her decks do like give me creepy vibes.
This one,
Yeah.
like it's, like, and I think we not had this conversation once that this deck is like really like serious answer. Like you kind of go, okay. And sometimes the answer you get, you like, oh God, I wish I didn't read this. So yeah, this one in this sense, which I explained to me is the psychopath kind of, and tough a little bit is like this as well. Especially when you get these like keywords, sometimes failure. Fuck off, for 7 of coins. Saturn in Taurus, you're giving me failure? No, this is
I
limiting.
think Kipper is a scary deck sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, or like Lenormand, or yeah, they can go very kind of. For Mel as TDM, I can get that. Tommy, cards attacked you. Oh, Murder of Crows Tarot, right? That's quite a psychopathic kind of looking one, especially with these red ones, the bloody kind of stains. Murder of Crows. So Nat, what's yours?
Okay. This is totally fucking crazy deck. Everybody in here is fucking killer. They look crazy. They act crazy.
Oh, the tone alone. I love this deck. True.
If you look at it, look at that face. Look at like it doesn't zoom. Her face is like, oh, you see,
Yeah,
oh,
zooms,
see that? You know what? She's supposed to be peacefully meditating, but you know what she's thinking? I know what you did last summer. Look at this family. This is a zombie family of killers. They
I
kill
want that deck.
door. Oh my God, you're gonna love it, honey. Guys, look at this one. This one is like, look at the face. It's like, I got away with murder. This is Jinx. Have you seen documentary Jinx? This one is like, I done it and I am running away. Hey, be kind with me. Totally. This one is preparing to poison somebody. Look at her. She's like, my husband had $1 million policy on life insurance. Totally. This one is planning revenge. I'm gonna come home and find her sleeping with somebody else, and in hot passion, I'm just gonna take her life. I mean, look. Oh, this is like Trump. I'm getting away with it all. I'm getting away with it all, and nobody can see it. I mean, seriously, look at this one. Nobody knows, but I'm out shopping while the body is rotting in my apartment. Like, seriously, people, this deck, they're all psychopathic. They all look crazy. They all look like they've done some shit. Even Hermit is shitting his pants. This is Crime and Punishment. The guy from Crime and Punishment, he's like, I'm sweating. I committed murder and I hope nobody's going to find out, but I'm sweating.
I love this deck. You send it to me. It's so cool. It reads so well. And you mixed it with Toph, which was such a cool mix. When you were showing it and giving your live commentary, I was thinking also of this Bohemian Gothic because they fucking look so creepy too. Like, look at these faces. Like, look at these ones. Hello, it's Grandma. Like,
Oh my God, that is a creepy. That the Bohemian Gothic is, I would agree, is another psychopath deck. This whole bunch of Dexters who are just planning a kill, planning a murder. Totally. But Honey Lou, you would love. This would make you. And you know what I used to do when I pull a daily card from those, one card, and then pull one card from this deck too, and side by side, they are amazing match because it's like offsets the seriousness of those. It's just great pair. So I hope you get it. It's awesome. I got the
Yeah.
net. Yeah.
I've been wanting it, so I will get it.
I'm just checking what else people are writing. Hash tarot.
This one, what is the name of this one? I'll have to post in a below in description after we're done with this live. This Tony Leon, it's Labasque. I don't know if I forgot the name of it.
I always forgot the name of it too. It always just said tarot on there, I always thought.
I'm
And
typing.
Hayworth tarot as well.
Oh, that one is creepy. The Hayworth is definitely creepy. I would agree.
Mel is gone. Bye, Mel.
Yeah, I think some people had to go.
Oh, Nicoletta Cecoli. That's creepy
Ooh.
too.
I thought about that one too. That is definitely a creep one. Yes.
Tone Lelone. Tone Lelone.
Yeah, the Ton Leon is it's makes me laugh every time. It's such a awesome deck.
Okay, next question.
Next question. Question number 8. Is there a question you're afraid to ask tarot?
I'm afraid to answer or ask like health questions or yeah, I think it's more like health. Here's my son. He popped in.
Hi.
Hey, oh my God, hey, handsome. Is there a tarot question you're afraid to ask?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. So cute.
He's cute.
I love it. The baby showed up and I take a sip of wine at 11 o'clock. The baby's like, oh, what
Yeah,
are we doing,
like,
ladies?
zip it now.
Zip it now, baby. We're good. We love kids. Hello, cutie. For me,
So-
it's a house question. It's a house. I would never ask a house question because it's too yeah, I would not. I'm like Hanya Lou house question. No way.
Yeah, for me, I would ask health questions, but more in the like, how can I, like the open-ended ones. How can I improve something, or how can I strengthen whatever? But yeah, just in general, I wrote for myself that I don't actually ask very predictive questions in general. I don't like it. It just puts me into like in a weird position. I don't want to know the answer to the questions that are very predictive in a sense, unless something is not very important to me. But if something is really important to me, I still believe most often than not, then a lot of time I can change the answer of whatever I see in the cards at the moment. So, and also being emotionally involved, I don't trust cards as like I trust them more when I read for strangers, for clients, for people I'm not emotionally kind of attached to. But I even noticed for my family, like often they just like show me shit. Or they maybe don't show me shit, they maybe show me the right things, but my interpretation of what I see is really biased because of my like emotional involvement. So I tend not to do predictions for myself on like a very specific, like, will I get this place? I remember when I was buying the house, I was constantly getting tower. And I love tower, so that rescued me, but constantly, and because the house was wooden, and I was getting, for example, herbal astrology deck, which is an oracle deck, and the card I pull for the answer because I thought, okay, fuck tarot, let's ask oracle deck. And in the picture, it's like burning house, and I'm thinking, fuck. So I'm thinking, is the structure wrong? Is the house going to burn? Like, what's wrong? Like, I fucking love the house. The house is amazing. Everything worked out perfectly, And I always see this tower, which is the cards are showing it to me. Like the predictive messages that are attached to the cards. And this is a teaching moment from fucking Tarot Mom. The predictive messages that are attached to the cards don't always work the same way for everyone. Tarot taught me itself how to read tarot, the tower card in my readings for people. It started with my client years ago, and it's just kept showing me and showing me and showing me the way I'm supposed to read the tower. And tower for me is always fucking expansion. And it's never like, to me, it shows more business, bigger things to do. Don't fucking stay scared. Don't dream big now. This is the time to break out of whatever limitations. This is that I learned over years, but that was showing me by the clients and their examples and the feedback. Otherwise I wouldn't have known. But yeah, with the house for myself, again and again and again, I'm getting this lesson. So prediction, yes, but what Hanilu said before, you create a relationship with the cards for yourself, not just tower in the card means your life is, falling apart now. And yes, it has that too, but it doesn't necessarily have to always be like this for you when you read for people.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree. What I learned using tarot for many years is that you start off with fundamental meanings, but the more you work, the more tarot readjusts and adapts to your life and your inner understanding of archetypes and your inner library. And then the meanings adhere to how you see them. So for example, Ten of Swords to me is always death to an ego, always. And it always reads to me that way, always. So I think that's like another thing. Sometimes people stick too much to fundamentals, but cards that just, because the way I see it is when I pull the cards, I'm communicating with energies and I'm communicating. I also let spirits guides and help me guide the cards that I need to see, right? And so we're using tarot as a tool. So they're all using the symbolism or images they have to that in the tarot. So they have to use it as a language the best way they can to communicate to us. And you have to use it in alignment with how we see the cards through and what they mean to us. And sometimes it can be really literal too. So yeah, totally. I hear you on that.
And Victoria says that, don't you think, Kay, the tower was for the house changes? It went through. Yes, I do think so. But I often ask specific questions about the house itself, even before we bought it. So I'm like, oh, is it going to burn? Is it going to fall down on me? What the fuck? And I knew by then that tower is different for me, but still it was hard to dissociate from that kind of generalized message. So yet here the tarot taught me again, don't fucking go there. Don't believe this. And what Enriquez always taught us. You shuffle a deck and you can rearrange the fucking system, the meanings. It can be totally different meaning for Page of Cups, depending on what the neighbors are, what the context is, what the question is, and so on. So I kind of subscribe more to this. So predictive tarot, it's not that I have an issue with it. I think tarot can be used to do predictions for sure. But it's just not on my interest radar too much, in the sense of it just seems to be limiting me. I'm too annoyed when somebody tells me do this. I'm like, fuck, my character goes, oh, now I want to do the opposite, don't advise me, just thanks. Yeah.
Okay, next question. And then the next question is the last question that doesn't necessarily have to do with decks. And then we have 3 questions that are all about decks. So the next question is, question number 9, ever done a secret, no permission tarot reading on your partner or family member?
Can we go back just shortly, Nat? Because quite a few people, Paper Moon said, how will I die? And then Tammy Pie said also about death. It's interesting that we carry this deep fear of death, and that we can still use tarot as a like a template, or, like it's so deep that it can actually like battle with those questions. Of course, nobody knows what happens after you die, but it always fascinated me why death card is number 13 and not like 21 per se. And I said it before, but I really once had this like insights into like sitting with major arcana and going via like the hero journey, how you meet the angel after you die, and then you meet like you maybe tower, like you get rid of your body, and then you meet the devil, and then maybe do you want to go back, or do you like can you go back? What's your attachments? What's your new heaven going to be, or whatever, new life, or who knows? But like that there is maybe a template in tarot that shows you what happens after death. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just love tarot for that it can battle a question about death.
This is why you can't take one deck with you, obviously. You just justify you, but you have to take a whole shelf.
Yep. So, ever done a secret, no permission reading on your partner or family member? Barb has. Sorry, Barb, we put you on the spot. Nat?
Once. I'm really good about this because I just think why. But recently, when David was without projects, without work, and I just got new deck and I was like playing on the couch, so I threw 3 cards. And I couldn't really fully decipher them. So I said, come over, what do you see in these cards? And then he started telling these negative things. And then he looks at me, he goes, is this about me and my job?
Oh, darling.
I said, no, I wouldn't read about you, no. And here's the thing that I learned. That reading was shit, but things turned out really well for him. This is what I learned in hindsight, is that when you're doing, at least this for me was what I associate this with, when you're doing a reading for somebody without their permission, the cards are just not they're gonna fuck with you too. At least in my case, they fucked with me because the message that I got and actually what happened are 2 different things. So to me, I took it as, yeah, they, whoever is dealing the cards for you, they know. But yeah, I've done it once and I was like, no. It's like, this looks good. Is this my job prospects? I was like, no, not at all.
Yeah.
Once.
Hanilu, you?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times, yeah, but it does feel really wrong. Like it feels like it never feels right when you do it, right? But yeah, I've done it for like my brothers and my family and my mom and me, like trying it out when I was first learning, and like third party reading. Some people come up to me and ask me, like they'll do like a relationship reading, but then they'll kind of sneak in like, oh, what did this person think of this? I'm like, okay, but it feels weird. It really feels wrong.
Yeah. I think like I've done it too, of course, but I do it very rarely. Like these days, not at all, really.
I don't see the point of it, really. Yeah. It's like, why would you want to know that anyways,
Like for my family, like I sometimes, will my nephew pass his exam or something? Like he's still in high school, so I'm like, I can throw a card. But like my observation is that I'm too involved, like too emotional about this. Like I'm not interpreting clearly. Maybe not with you was similar, like with David, that it was like, maybe later whatever happened, you could maybe find in the cards as well what they showed. But yeah, usually it's like when you're too emotionally involved, I think that's why when you're upset or when you're emotional about a situation, a breakup or something, whatever the cards are showing, I don't know, when you have strong energy, I feel they kind of depicting, like mirroring what's coming up. And sometimes the interpretation just, like they can show you the right thing, even like mirror whatever is like in the field, but you are skewed because you emotionally want something. You want him to have these jobs, like you're kind of already a little bit biased. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Hanilu. It feels, how it feels when you were describing it, Hanilu? It feels like you're like looking in their cell phone and you're not supposed to, or on their computer and you're not like that,
Yeah.
It's a type of invasion of privacy. That's how it feels to me. My husband, he doesn't, I mean, he's neutral about tarot. He can see his application and the magic in it. He's not interested in having a reading. He never asks for a reading. I think a few times I done reading for him. He's like partial. It's like not his thing.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't care if he knew that I did the reading for him. But yeah, it's like a little icky, you know?
Yeah. And I think, energetically too, like, that's why I think often when you do tarot readings for people, you kind of even have it like in your description. Like, I don't read for your girlfriends, boyfriends, husbands. Like, the reading is actually for the person who asks. But I also think that's why probably tarot readers still have jobs, because it's so sometimes difficult to read for yourself when you're involved in a situation. And then, like, I always get also, like, we exchange, like, like, you always ask, like, what do you think? Because you already kind of want to, like, you biased for yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why tarot for self-development, any like this, but like predictive, and for myself, it goes.
Your honey bunny's coming. Let him come. He can join. He's so cute. Look at him smiling. That baby is like totally has
His mommy.
He smiles like you. He's such a happy kiddo. Hi. Oh my God, so cute.
Do we have any answers?
What's his name, Anilo?
But Lennon said, like, that's true also, that like, it's funny when the reading is for you, it could be also about the unit, meaning like the couple, let's say. So it may end up being about them as well. In this sense, of course, because, I agree. That's why when people get a reading for themselves, or like they speak about relationship, right? Relationship.
What's his name, Hanila?
Leon.
Leon. Oh my God. Hi,
Like
Leon.
Kings of Leon. You ever listen to that band, Kings of Leon?
Yeah. Where you
love Kings of Leon.
What deck would you pick to read for Kings of Leon?
All the cat tarot.
Gremlin, what was it? Gremlin something?
Yeah. I know which one Leon would pick. He would pick my Psychopath deck. It's fun. It's fun. The faces are priceless.
Is there a rock and roll deck? Would we have like music wise, if a deck was like for, like a rock and roll band, what would we use?
Do you have a rock and roll deck? There's some cute ones out.
Which ones? I can't think of any right now. Can you?
I don't know the names of them, but there's like some cool like 80s themed. There was like an indie one selling on eBay for a while, but I can't think of it.
Yeah. Anyway, that a digression from our questions, and we're not prepared, obviously.
I know.
We know shit.
Okay, let's go then to question number 10. Question number 10 for everybody is, if a duck was an archetype or a personality of a person, which one would you marry? And which duck would you cheat on your marriage partner with for a hot, steamy sex? I'll go first. Two of you are like, I'm not prepared, obviously. You had questions beforehand, but two of you look unprepared. Leon is coming back, so cute. Leon is like, I can answer. I know who I'll marry. I'll know who I'll cheat with. He just wants, he should be there, we will not curse. He'll be. I'm sure he's not going to even understand what we'll be saying.
No,
so,
he won't.
The one that I would marry is energetically very much like David. Of course. I've been with the fossil for going to be 18 years in June. So, it obviously works. And this is a green menagerie that I just got. It's right away space. but it has mishmash cards. This is why this is archetype or person I would marry. It is smart. It is funny. It is kind. It is creative, and it is poetic. I just described my husband. And so for me, I'm like such a monkey brain, and it's also grounded too at the same time. So this one I would marry. This is totally like my husband. If my husband was a pack of cards, this is David. Like it's so David, not even funny. And also sometimes I'm like, and plus it has David in it.
I love that story.
So this is who I would marry. But then if I have an itch to scratch, it just would be quite unlikely. But let's say itch to scratch, the one that I would have sex with, that I would find irresistible, would be Vertigo Tarot. Because this would mesmerize me. This would be a guy I would meet at a bar who would be interesting and mysterious and different and clever and a little bit dark. Yeah, this is what I would. This is probably what I would think. Yeah, let's go. The heat is on. The heat is on. So this would be the Vertigo Tarot that I would have sex with.
The nice
Yeah. Okay, you girls go next.
What's sex? A cheat on? So what was the cheat on?
If the duck was an archetype or a person. Oh, you
No,
asking
but
me?
did you show which one you would cheat? So
That
you
one.
would marry,
Last
you would
show. Vertical
sex
tarot.
you would have with whom?
Kasia, hello. How much did you
Do
have
it
to
again. I
how
missed
much,
something.
how much did you have to drink?
Just
This one,
two decks.
this one,
Because
18 years of marriage. This one night stand. Well, maybe two. I don't know.
because I thought I somehow have I have three: marry, cheat on, and have sex with. I think cheat on and have sex. We can just
I think you're just showing us all where your mind goes. You know, you're okay. This is so you know. I would take my whole shelf of tarot. Why would I just shit with one guy? One I would shit with, but wait, one I would actually have sex with.
because having sex to me, of course, it's cheating, but I can just have sex. Like, I'm a little bit like you. Like my brain has to be totally involved. So cheating, like I'm just thinking a bit longer and I'm getting involved a little bit. Like that's cheating, you know? I'm liking the other person. I'm interested. I can have just sex with somebody who maybe, I mean, I don't know if I can, not right now, but I could. And I was definitely experiencing different angles to sexuality. And yeah, sex can be just for sex. Not fun for me, but I could. But cheating, I wouldn't do just like cheating wouldn't be just like, I don't know how to explain. I would be just a bit more drawn in. So I don't know. I said like sex. Okay, I go sex. I would go with probably maybe abyssal. Like I like it because it has a bit of edgy ends and softer ends. I'm versatile. And then Mary. Oh, and cheat on. I probably would go with maybe Moon Baby Magic because it's a bit crazy, and I always liked musicians and kind of people who are a bit like on the edge. Never for relationships long term, but like just for cheating, yes. And marry. Whom would I marry? I think I would marry like I love guys who are spiritual in a sense that I can go, they don't have to be at all interested in any spiritual fields, but they're sensitive, they have good hearts, they're intelligent, they're kind, and they have like open mind to things. Like I just couldn't be with somebody who has an opinion on something and that's fucking it. Never change it, never have a conversation, like forget it. Go and get another girl. So I don't know. I thought Margaret Peterson maybe because it's kind of like a weird. And yeah, I like when guys are a bit weird too, like not your stereotypical type of person. Maybe Margaret Peterson. I think so.
Really?
Yeah, but because it just never gets boring either. And you can go levels and layers with this deck. Like you kind of see one thing and then you can see more and then you can see even more in the same card, and then you go to next and you think, I don't like you, and then you go to the next and you think, oh, maybe I do. What?
Jennifer said she would marry a glitter deck right now. Jennifer
Totally.
she would marry all 7 glitter decks, which will make her a polyamorous marriage.
That wouldn't be my husband, though. He doesn't like color. So what would people marry? Honey Lou, what would you go first, and then we go to the chat.
So I would marry the Thoth, and I don't think of the Thoth as like Alister Crowley. But I think of it like, well, Lady Frida Harris is the one that painted, and she's a Leo, and so she's very fiery, but there's something about I connect with that deck. Like it feels very spiritual to me. It's also feels like it's very earthy, so it has like that providing vibe. Yeah, I guess like my dream husband would be a provider. I would be at home doing hobbies. I would be, doing my own things at home, raising the kids. But for the most part, yeah, I would like kind of that traditional way, but also, yeah, I would like a man to be open-minded. And I like the whole like the saying of what is it? Do what thou wilt should be the whole of the law, like do things with love. But I never get tired of this deck. I think it's very beautiful and it's interesting. So yeah, you definitely have like the layers. And then a deck that I would cheat on him with would probably be, I think I would go with
Into her dead coffin bag.
Yeah.
She's taken a lot of lovers with her to heaven.
Yes, I would. I think I would cheat on him with this one.
Quiet one.
Yeah, it's beautiful. This one feels very spiritual as well. So, I don't know. Or, I was kind of thinking of something emo, like a little bit dark emo, very emotional in touch, But I don't know. I don't know, guys. Yeah, it would be this one. This
Now
one's
I
really
wonder
pretty.
if I want a glitter deck myself.
You need to get one.
Yeah, you do.
You just need to try it.
You can send it to me. You can send it to me later. Don't worry, Natalia.
Exactly.
If you don't like it,
I send it to you. You need to send me a glitter deck. You have so many.
I will send you the one that I will send you the one with the black borders.
Yeah,
I mean, I already admitted to using. So, let's throw a little glitter on it. Why not?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly. That would take you to another level of Rider-Waite-Smith right there. Rider-Waite-Smith. So what did people say?
Oh my God. Tempe said Ludi Lascott is my bet. Yes, Ludi Lascott is Manara Tarot, but like Manara Tarot is in your face BDSM, among a lot of other things. There's a card that makes me blush, surprisingly. But Ludi Lascott is, it's like a whole kind of different. I mean, look at this guy eating her out. Leon is not there.
He's not cute. Look at that guy that's eating her out.
Yeah, he's too something. He's too politician-like.
You see this?
I would look down. I would be like,
you see this dinosaur?
Which one?
Kinky. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I should use this deck more. Yes, this is so good.
That's not very sexy to me, actually.
Was it Monaro Tarot?
Yeah, it's not very sexy to me, these images.
I think
But Polarcos Tarot that Lennon mentioned, that's quite sexy. I don't know, I don't like this kind of obviousness about that.
I do, because I think that this is all of the taboo things, instinctual taboo things, desires that people keep at bay, covered up behind like, I just lights off, and you know, just vanilla sex. Deep down, I'm fantasizing about being in bondage. Do you know what I mean? So I think
But
that
isn't this the more kind of, you can you still have it and it's pretty dodgy too, but like it's just not so obvious. Like, you know what I mean? Like obvious in a sense that it's like big dinosaur with a big penis or old ugly guy eating your, I mean, okay, sometimes I have those fantasies. It's okay. We all can.
sparkling rosé is talking.
But yeah, like I'm
I
just
think
talking for
the page-
myself that I prefer that even though, you know, like just a bit edgy, bit more kind of not so obvious.
unstable. I like some unstable guys.
Unstable. What's your unstable deck, Hanilu? How would you depict them?
I don't know. I don't think I have one for that yet.
Well, you have to make one from
Yeah.
experience. And you're an artist, go for it. It will be all orange and pink.
It would be.
With like big like splashes of black, like ow. Yeah, we all had those guys. Yeah. Tarot of the Drowned World, Abyssal Tarot, Abyssal.
So should we go to the next question? I also want to be mindful of the time because, you know, people after some time, they're like, okay, ladies.
Yeah. But Victoria, you answered, Hanilu. Cool. Okay. Sorry, I'm just a bit late on the chat.
Okay, question number 11. Which tag in your collection is an introvert and which one is an extrovert?
Oh God. Nat, show your extrovert because I show mine.
Okay, everybody get your extroverts ready. We're going to the extroversion first, huh? Extrovert, terror of the mystical moments. She wants to talk, lots of oh gosh, Kasia, for fuck's sake, you have a bookshelf behind you. You have
But
all
look at this.
The whole people, if you're just signing up, Kasia kept showing only Carol stacks throughout the whole time. Only Carol decks.
It is extrovert though. It is extrovert because it's so colorful. You're going to even vomit, but it's so beautiful and it's like hyper glittered.
Whatever.
Show yours. Yours is different.
What's your extrovert?
Hanilu, what's yours?
Mine is the Jean-Claude Planois Jean Baudin or Noblet. Noblet. This one is so chatty. It reminds me of, you know, like what is it called? Little man syndrome, where you talk loud. It's very chatty and loud. Instantly, when I got this deck, it was so loud for me, and I love it for that. Let me see. Let me get some of the people, but they're just so chatty and the body language. It's so cute.
Oh, I know. I was gonna say it has the best full card, and it
Yes.
is actually chatty. That's interesting. Yeah,
He's got the best boobs.
that's good. That's a good one, Hanilu.
I wouldn't have even gone that road, but so interesting. And I actually agree. It is very chatty.
Yeah, and nobody wants to know about Kasia's choices. We've been hearing about it for the past hour, people.
But just in case you didn't know, it is the most glittered deck out of all glittered decks that I have.
Mine too.
Yours as well, right? Your version of Inner Truth.
Yes, very glittery.
Yeah.
You putting
So
me
for the extrovert, it's perfect.
You need sunglasses for it sometimes.
Perfect extrovert. I mean, come on. It is chatty. She wants to talk. Lots of symbolism. Lots of like, you know, it's very artsy. You can just go on and on. There's so much going on each card. Now, this is an extrovert. This is like a social butterfly. Let me come up to you at a party and tell you a story.
Yeah, it's a very perfect deck for storytelling. What did I connect it with recently? This one with I connected with this the Divine Ephemera Oracle, which is also like they both look like Natalia, like you and me, like sisters from another mother. Because when I picked some of the like this artwork and then that deck, it looked so nice together. They just looked like, they were just kind of done.
Yeah.
So look at how even we're pulling moon. It's funny.
From another mother.
Yeah, totally. It looks really nice together. And this is Divine Ephemera by Krista. If somebody remembers, please, Krista. I know her name, but I can't remember the surname.
And people are saying Tarot of the Vampires is an introvert for them. Extrovert is Tarot of the City. Oh, that's interesting. Goddess
I
of
think
Love.
the Kazandler Tarot is very chatty too.
It's a lot of
Kazandler. This one is cute.
What's your introvert, ladies?
Introvert.
My introverted is a Carol Herzer, and this one is the quietest deck I have.
You too.
It's very glittery, but it's very like quiet and peaceful, and it's like a whisperer deck.
Kasi, it's not your turn. Go back. Go away. It's not it's her turn. Go away. Nobody wants to see how many fucking Carol decks you have. It is quiet. I like it because it's so moody and it has such a moon energy, Hanielo, such like energy to it.
I think I love it a lot. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
One of my favorite readers for sure.
And I so agree. I so wasn't sure if I will like it because I like color. So when you were always going like, yeah, you will, it might take time, but you will love it. It reads so well. And it actually reads really well. And especially when you use like mix of decks, you can see the difference. This one is like really kind of intuitive straight away. And it doesn't like distract you with too many like, images or too many colors or symbols or like it just Carol calls it archetype. It takes you straight away to the archetypal level.
Yes.
Well, then if I can't choose the same deck. So to me, this remembering the Sweet Full Tarot.
Oh, totally introvert. Such a quiet voice.
Love this deck.
Yeah.
And it's such a good reader too. And in general, like her Oracle, Trisha's Oracle decks as well, they're very quiet, but like they read well. They connect. I don't know. I can connect emotionally to this deck. So whenever and like my intuition just gets sparked because it's also a good storyteller, but in a different way to, for example, the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, which is much more kind of, like it's very extrovert.
And somebody else said, remembering the Sweet Full too. Jennifer said, introvert, super introspective, remembering the Sweet Full. Silva Crowther said, introvert is a specious tarot and extrovert is Joy de Vivre, which I think is Tarot de Marseille, no?
No, Joy de Vivre is this Paulina deck, kind of like, it's quite busy.
Oh my God.
Glenn Smith, she said, do y'all think Death Doula is introverted? I feel that it's very introverted too. Lennon.
Yeah, I think it is. And Victoria said, Anne, are we going to talk about glitter decks? Oh my God, I do not want to be converted in this way. No, please no. I want to stand by this like that is introverted deck. That's Doula. Yes. Victoria, we're definitely going to talk today. I don't know about glitter decks. We need to catch up. We need to catch up.
Victoria.
My introverted deck is introverted as fuck. Like bare bones, literally.
This one, Antique Anatomy. It's awesome.
And this is Barb, if you're in the chat, thank you so much.
It's so funny. It's so chatty to me, this one, like I would even take it to extrovert for me.
No, this is for me, it's just like quiet whisper, and a lot of times you, to some extent, have to know some aspects of anatomy to get a deeper understanding. So to me, this one is quiet whisper. And yeah, it's very It's good. It's also quite psychopathic too. This is Dexter. Quite Dexter. I mean, psychopaths are not actually introverts, but anyhow, yeah. So this is for me the introvert.
Yeah.
Introvert. So yeah, I mean, you can see, look at the difference, right? Like, you know what I mean?
Like it's funny, like this one with the bones, to me, it's like speaks. I'm like feeling like I'm having a conversation with you sometimes, which, never ends within an hour or something. It's like a long one. And it's funny. Like it's so intelligent, this deck Donut, right? Like it doesn't matter, introvert, extrovert, but it's so intelligent how she showed the tarot archetypes. I love it. It's a cool deck.
Yeah.
And the one with the flowers later on, it's not so, I mean, it's still nice, I have it, but this one I think was especially smart, like how she used the archetypes.
Yes, it's very clever. I like decks that are clever. I like decks that put you like, this is why I love Aliman. Oh my God, I can't wait to do the video because I have such an interesting video idea. Or I'm not even gonna say what it is. I'll record it tonight. I wanted to record it yesterday, but I didn't have time. So looking forward to it. But yeah, totally.
But how funny, I noticed not with you now. Like I like many decks, but you like many decks, but in one deck. You don't have to even go and get like 20 decks because you have 190 fucking decks in one. Oh, how many cards is that?
196.
And then the other one, also the green one, which you had for your fossil, like that also has like different types of cards. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is not from different decks. This is actually one artist creating his own deck. So
I know, but it still feels very like here's a playing card, here's somebody from Rider-Waite-Smith, here's somebody different. So funny.
Yeah, I'm going very schizophrenic lately. Somebody said, oh, yes, and Alimentaro is fantastic. Tildwick Tarot is definitely introvert. That's perfect. Oh God, that's so good. I don't have that. That's so perfect.
Margaret Peterson, also introvert, I think. Yeah. Even though she can be, but introvert for sure. Outgrow yourself. That's good for extrovert.
Which one?
Outgrow yourself, Oracle.
Oh, yeah. That is good for extrovert. That is very cherry. Yes.
I pull us one card, okay, from Outgrow Yourself, just like for fun. Every day in every way, things will be better.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice message. I pass that one on. Marielle, extrovert, totally very extroverted. I think Marielle, I would say a balanced though between extrovert and introvert. Like it's a really good balance between cherry and then quite stillness pulling you in. Yeah.
Agree.
Last question.
Yep.
Oh, last question, people, for today. Question 12. Which two decks would marry each other and why?
Sorry, just Ange said, I love how Kasia knows exactly where all these decks are. I know. I don't know how I know, especially when they're all in the bags and they're like on these shelves there. I always kind of know. I just couldn't find Tarot Ozarks. Which two decks would marry each other and why?
I'll go first. So lately I've been really loving, I already showed these decks, but I've been loving this and this deck together. It's been really beautiful, but let me just show you a couple cards and then I will show you a tarot and oracle that I just discovered yesterday that I love. But look at, Six of Cups and Six of Cups. It's so beautiful together.
I'm not doing live chat with Hanilu and Kasia again, for the record, everybody, because those two are sticking to the same decks. They're killing me with their glittery crap and with their sauce. It's like, you have decks behind you, people. This is all you bring it to the table? Look at you two. You can do live chat.
We're going to give you a Carol Hurzer deck someday. Okay, and then you're going to love it. But anyways, Begin is a really good oracle with...
I don't know this oracle. Show a couple of cards of this oracle deck.
The Begin oracle, it's a collage.
Oh, it's cute.
It's kind of collage, but also there's like some painted...
Mm-mm.
You don't like it?
I mean, today we married the glittery duck, we cheated with glittery duck, we fucked glittery duck, we took glittery duck to death with us. We like did so many. The glittery duck is a psychopath. The glittery duck is a glittery duck is apparently everything.
This oracle would go well with the remembering the sweet full tarot too.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, it
It
looks
was
good.
on my mind yesterday. Who's next?
Well, Kasia, because we know she's just gonna do. She's gonna be like Carol married. It's like
Oh my God, like
we know
I'm doing.
you're itching to show us another Carol deck. I just can't tell. Come on.
No, I won't. Like, but I liked recently what I remembered because I do those pairings all the time on Instagram. So, I pair a lot of decks. But this one, which you had the mystical moments and this divine ephemera oracle, I remember that I was like, oh, this goes so well. But then whenever I use remembering the sweet full tarot, it just goes with everything, really. So can I think, Matt, if you have it prepared, go, because I didn't prepare this one. I think about it. You show
Yeah,
people you have.
I think you did prepare, but I think what you prepared is 7 glittery decks. That's what you prepared for today.
For
And so
example,
did Manilu too. Oh gosh. Well, maybe. I think you're just looking at the box colors matching. That's not fair.
it looks good. It looks good.
Victoria said
Oh
she has
no, it's fine.
45
Okay, one
Carol
more,
decks.
one more. Inner truth, no. Which one did we say goes well with the moon baby magic? Recently, I shoved it. It looked so good. Now I
I
forgot.
think you did not drink enough sparkly.
I know, only one glass. That's not enough. But this one and oh my God, I showed it in my video and Dobra, fuck it. No, I don't know. I'm sorry. Show Nat, what do you have?
Oh, are you ready?
Yes.
You ready? Because guess what? The only person in the room who does not show the same deck 20 fucking times. By the way, in case if anybody recognized, and I'm collecting my points of vanity right now, I have not used those deck once. Huh. You two? Very underprepared.
I'm loyal.
Fired.
Oh yeah, we good friends with our
Loyal.
You two are fired, and you two are too sober for today. Okay, I will marry this one.
Victoria.
Victoria just said she has 45 Carol decks. I think Victoria is looking at her 45 decks and she's thinking, if I can convert my dear friend Natalia into liking the decks, no, please don't. That will be another embarrassing thing to admit as a future life.
I would love to see
decks.
Victoria's
No.
decks.
Okay,
I
let
would
me show
love
you
to see
mine.
them.
So the two that I would marry. This is what I thought about, okay? When I thought about what to marry. My psychotic deck, Deviant Moon, describes me. I'm like a monkey, like crazy. I'm loony. I'm completely berserk. And I'm honest and direct. And this is like a Scorpio deck, right? This is like an asshole who doesn't hold back. So I was like, oh, this is me. Who would I marry myself to? I would marry myself to somebody who is more. Look how perfectly see, both of you don't even want to say anything because you're gasping. You're like, the Chimera Tarot. Look how perfect. This one is so quiet and so poetic and so different. Can you imagine? This is like a monkey entertaining while telling the truth. This one is like poetic and a little bit nihilistic Dostoevsky, They two go so well together. I can envision very wild sex and very mysterious babies are made from these two decks. Well, I thought
It's
about
beautiful.
questions. I went
It's
so
good.
far as picturing the offspring, people.
Oh God.
I like it. It really makes this one pop, but it complements the Patrick deck.
And maybe the offspring is Carol deck. No, heck no, heck no.
That's good. I like this. I like this one. Okay, Lennon asked a question. Kanti G Oracle. Which deck would it pair with well? If somebody doesn't know. I have all the fucking... This is the Kanti G oracle. Oh,
I've been reading it too.
so what would you pick for it? I think the
This
sweet...
pairs with everything. I love pairing it with the Kale Versa right now and the Thoth. It's just...
That's boring, Halilu. You
I
can't...
can't help it. I'm boring.
I think they look nice.
Yes, I bet.
But definitely with Taupe Greeny, I think that looks good too.
Mhm.
But like I don't know, just a similar, maybe a bit too
No,
one-sided, but
I think these are the best options. I can see this marriage.
yeah, but we answering question of Lennon now. She asked about what goes with Kanti G.
I know, but this is so good. I can't help myself because it's not Carol Dax.
I think everything works good with Kanta G. It's anything like watercolor too. I've been looking for a lot of watercolor oracles.
I have the Kanti G Oracle. I don't use it. I need to pass it on to somebody. I don't like it. I don't use it. I need to pass it on. It's too
I
much.
like one of the cards on the Kanta G oracle.
You
I
what?
love it. I think
I
it's a
wrecked it
cool deck.
on accident.
What did I mix it with?
I need to pass mine on. Need to give
See
the
that? There's one card that's all curled. I got water on it.
Oh, that sucks. Which one is it?
It's my Kanta G
What card is it, Hanilu? Which one is it?
It's the wingless, you fall into the sea.
Oh.
I actually like when that happens, Hanilu. Adds a little bit of personality, you know, and usability
Yeah.
of the decks. I don't like when the decks look too pristine.
I agree. I like my decks to be broken in. But what is it? Thea at Garden Goddess Tarot, she was putting on the window, and I was like, ooh, that's a good idea because she was tanning her cards that way. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it. And I put on my window, and it was winter time, so the snow was on there, and it got it all moist.
I just ran out of ideas of what to pair Kanti G Oracle with, but Lennon, if I think about it, I will write you on Instagram. Maybe somebody else had some idea.
I'm still thinking about who to. I'm probably gonna ask Victoria if she wants my Kanti G Oracle. She can have it. I need to pass it on because I'm too busy using my Matchbox while pretending that I'm doing readings for Alister Crowley.
Oh, somebody said Witch's Wisdom with Kanti G. I don't have this deck, but I think it would look nice. Kanti G and Ritual Tarot? Oh, Botanic. Oh, yes. Okay. That would be all right. So sorry, because Roxanne just reminded me. The sexy pairing was the Moon Baby Magic and that crazy new deck that I got, which is called this Astroherbology Oracle. And I think they look good because they are both like bold and colorful and a bit crazy. And this one has like, in a way, is maybe more simple, but they also have layers and layers to them. So I think they look pretty cool together. So that was a nice pairing of extroverts.
That's a very good pairing.
They could
I
be
like it.
good friends. What else? Do we have anything else, or is that it? I think that's it. My brain is like...
It's 2 hours. My brain is like, I'm glad that I don't work today, but I work tomorrow. So I'm gonna be decompressing and doing a video on Alimentero and doing a video. I have like exciting video to do, so I'll be doing that today afterwards. But this was fun. We should do this again.
But I miss getting drunk.
Well, that's your problem. You could have grabbed something more than just bubbly mixed with water.
Rosé. Friends with potential, yep. Cave of Sibyl Oracle. Do we know Cave of Sibyl Oracle? I don't know this.
Mm-mm.
Ah, because that's Kickstarter. It will be launching. I don't know this. Okay, I think we're going to say goodbye. Is there anything else anybody wants to say?
And you, like I say,
Any last Carol Herzer decks we want to show, Honey Lou?
oh my
No.
God, you two are, I swear to God, you two are starting to rub off just ever so slightly on me, because this is where my brain goes with the two of you. It's so fucking annoying because my brain always goes like this. Well, if I really like Kasia, who I love, this monster I've known for like over 10 years. And I really like starting to love Hanilu, which we're getting to know each other now. And I'm like, if these two love sauce so much and they love all that glitter, just maybe.
And then you also have Victoria.
Yeah, maybe there's something I'm missing out.
I think you are missing out. I think you
so.
would actually really love them.
I can't imagine.
I had to get it in my hands before I was able to judge it, because for a while it took me like, I'm a thoth girl. I don't know if I really need that. But then I tried it and I was like, oh my gosh, well, I've been missing out on this.
I remember like you were saying, oh, Rider-Waite-Smith, I think it's having a comeback when you were starting.
It's having a comeback now, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not even the system that it is, which is, we already talked about it, the same as us. You know what it is though? It's fucking color. When did you girls ever seen me in color? Okay, today it's like the cheater had to come out. But apart from the animal print, you will never ever see me in color other than black, ever. And the decks that I like to have well done color, the glitter, come on.
She has some really cool black and white ones sometimes. Or there's like these she does like these color palettes, which is cool.
No. Somebody says I need to take a plunge. You won't regret it. No. You're all really bad enablers. No. And I'm not paying that much money for a deck. Fuck no. Sorry, ladies. Heck no.
Oh God, you say that? You're the last person to say it.
More for me then.
You can't say it, Russian. How much did you pay for the red lipsticks and all the other decks you want? Like, no, you cannot say that. Out of all people, this is not the argument I'm taking from you.
My most expensive deck is those vintage. And that was like $350. Not too bad.
Ooh, but you can still beat this. You can still, go higher.
I can do a lot of things, but I don't want to.
I send you one and you'll see if you like it. And then you send it back.
You only live once.
No.
Victoria, you should do it with her. Just send her one, and then if she doesn't like it, she send it back. And if she likes it, she will have to buy you another one from Carol Herzer.
No.
I can send you the one with the black borders if you want.
Okay, we need to stop right now.
Go glitter, Natalia. You don't even know what you're missing. If this is me, if this is Honey Lou, if this is Victoria.
Okay, I think we need to wrap it up. I gotta go put some.
Okay, thanks so much, guys, for being here. I don't know what happened.
This was awesome.
What's the green woman? Did we?
You just got some moolah, right?
I don't know.
What?
Is that like a super chat thing?
Let's celebrate their 5th super on live stream. What does it mean?
I don't know.
Who's there?
Cool.
I'm not seeing what you guys are saying.
I never get any money from anybody on super chat. Is this what we got? We got money? No.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I think
that's
like a super chat thing.
But what is this? Like, somebody paid us money? If you did, then thank you so much. But I don't know if this is an advert. I have no idea. But yeah, super chat. Am I on super chat? I'm like, my channel is eligible. I've never done that. I don't know. But if this is, oh, Green Woman send us dollars. Oh my God. I didn't
What?
even know I could do that. Yay. Thank you. Guys, why don't we live in the same country? I would take you out for coffees.
You
It
got
was
some money? You can take us out for
$49.99.
coffee?
It's real, she says. Sorry, I'm just like a little bit baffled because it never happened before. So that's awesome. Yeah,
That's
you were first. Thank you. No, we got 40.
Whoever did that, that's very nice.
We got $49.99, but how am I going to like share with you? Coffees?
You send us each a deck.
Carol has a glitter deck. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. All right. That's it. We can say bye, but like we should maybe we think about catching up next month or something.
Yeah,
Maybe we
let's
can
come
have
up
like
with something else to do.
yeah, maybe we can have like if you guys like we could have like a theme or something, or Natalia as an AI can come up with questions again, but we could have like a theme about something and maybe decks that do something or whatever. I don't know. We think about it. And thank you.
Yep.
All right. Thank you,
you,
everybody.
guys.
This was a lot of fun. If you haven't watched, you want to watch it from the beginning. Lots of fun.
Okay. My phone's gonna die now.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Ciao.
Okay.
you everyone for watching.
Bye.
Bye.